welcome to the Badlands RC Supercross track here in sunny South Carolina for the rush before round 7 and 8 of RCGP. It's a fabulous day, the track's dying out, but you know, that's not what's all, it's all going down in Myrtle Beach town. The fourth rush, the final rush of the season here for RCGP. I'm joined to my left by Keenan K. White.
What's up, Nicholas? How are you?
But we're going to introduce our drivers in the traditional way. We'll get to meet them, and first off is your leading RCGP driver. It's David Ronefalk. Let's say hello again to Mr. Ronefalk.
My name is David Ronefalk, and I'm racing for the Mayako factory team.
So next away will be one of our new drivers for the event. It's the car number 13 of Donald Elliott. So let's say, hi Don.
Hi, my name is Donald Elliott and I'm racing for Nemo Racing Agama.
And we got Dirty Don driving the Agama for Nemo Racing, a stalwart here in the southeast community. Avid racer, I believe he races every weekend all over throughout the Carolinas, Virginia, and Georgia, Florida, everywhere. Dirty Don is there.
Next away is the 17 car. It's Big Joe Bornhorst, perhaps the star of our last visit to South Carolina a few weeks ago. There goes Joe with his S-Works. Let's say hello, Joe.
Hi, I'm Joe Bornhorst. I'm racing for S-Works RC factory team.
We got JB, Joe Bornhorst, the Bornhorst here, taking some laps of his S-Works. I must admit, I really do like his color coordination with his yellow wheels, yellow highlights in the body. Looks very good, Joe. Should be a contender for a runoff this weekend.
Next away is the man who impresses so much at the Nemo Raceway. It's the young Finn. It's Pekko Ivonen. Let's say a more reserved hello, Pekko.
Hi, I'm Pekko Ivonen and I'm driving for Invisible Speed Mayako.
Yes, it's okay, Pekko. Pekko joining the JQSM team for a second time here and looking to do some damage here in his first time ever in America. Ever.
So next away will be the 26 car, the first of the associated drivers. It's Cole Tollard, now recovered from his unfortunate incident in Spain. We got very, very well. Let's say hello to Cole.
Hi, I'm Cole Tollard. I'm racing for Team Associated SSR.
Cole, the young man from Wisconsin, happy to be here in Myrtle Beach, having a good time and feeling a lot better than he did in Redavon.
Next away, it's the man who you can legitimately say, let's go Brandon to, because it's Brandon Rose. Now, and he's, I think, so Brandon's now done 3 of the 4 rounds, isn't he? So he's one of the most regular drivers. Let's say again hello to young Brandon.
Hi, I'm Brandon Rose, and I drive for Nemo Agama Racing.
Yeah, Brandon Rose coming off his first trip to Spain, 2 trips to Europe in less than 2 months. Very good for the young man from Texas. I'm sure all the people in Texas will be cheering him on and all his fellow people at Mike's Hobbies.
Next up for the JQSM team is another person returning from the first round. It's Cody Watson. Hot Sauce, I believe, is the nickname. Let's meet Mr. Sauce himself.
Hi, my name is Cody Watson and I'm running for the JQSM team.
Yeah, Cody making the trip back here he was here in South Carolina in March, missed his prom, and now he's here, he's working full time, and it's good to see him and his dad here, and hopefully he can do better than what he did in South Carolina and terminally put JQ into retirement.
I think he already is. Another fast Scandinavian who's out racing JQ on a regular basis. It's Hampusberg. Hello, Hampus.
My name is Hampusberg and I'm driving for Mayako factory team.
Yeah, Hampus will be looking to do better than he did at the RCGP run in the UK. He did okay in the Worlds. He was happy with it. He wanted to make the semis, but he didn't. But the young Padawan of the Viking is looking to enjoy his second time here in America.
Joe Bornhorst, teammate at S-Works. It's Spencer Heckert. He was up to his knees in mud cleaning up the circuit earlier. Now he's cleaned himself down, got out in the car. Let's say hi, Spencer.
Hi, my name is Spencer Heckert and I'm racing for S-Works RC factory team.
Yeah, Spencer Heckert was out there earlier with a lot of young guys out there helping the guys to clean the track off. It was good to see. Kudos to all those guys who went out there and volunteered and helped make this track dry.
Next up is the second of our brand new drivers. It's Jake Steichleather. So I'm going to say hello, Jake.
Hi, I'm Jake Steichleather, racing for Team Beach RC.
Yeah, Jake and his brother Joe. Joe's racing RC2. Jake raced RC2 in SMB. Him and the Steich, his dad, everybody, they've been racing here in the Carolinas and the Southeast for many, many years. They heard of their father and the two brothers, a very good racing family and a stalwart here in the Carolina RC community.
And we have the second of the Beach RC team drivers, Evan Vale, who's in actually his third event. He's done all the American events here for RCGP. Let's say hello again to Evan.
Hey guys, my name's Evan Vale and I'm racing for Team Beach RC.
Evan Vale, driving for Beach RC, probably one of the best body painters in RC. Handed him a body myself this week for him to go wild on. He'll be looking to repeat what he done at SMB in March.
And last, and by no means least, the understated, demure, very, very introverted Aidan Horn. Are you all right, Aidan?
What's up? This is Aidan Horn racing for Team Associated SSR, and I'm here to freaking get it done. Let's go.
It's never a dull moment when Rage and Aidan's around. And we love having him around here. He's wonderful on the camera, and he'll be looking to do better than what he's done recently and make up for a very terrible Worlds that he had, by his own words.
So let's see how we are going to do the qualifying race. Next up, the qualifying race. Let's see what's going on. First off is a 5-minute plus 2-lap qualifying race. Drivers will line up on the gate start in order of their seeding practice and sprint off and race around the track, and we'll find a first, a second and all the way down to 12th, and this will set their order for the bracket racing that's coming up immediately after this race. And they're on the dreaded gates. It's the gates position is chosen by a seeding round we had about 2 hours ago. So it isn't actually random. You have been chosen where you need to go. Man, the red RCGP hoodie to the left of the screen. That is David Isherwood. To the right are the mechanics for the faster qualifying. I haven't really found out whether there's advantage front or the back, because they all pile into this first hairpin you'll be seeing in a second. And then it's kind of a lottery of who comes out where.
Yeah, we got a serious build on there at the end of this, and let's see.
Ooh, here we go.
Carnage.
Up and over.
Looks like it's David Ronafalk to the lead, followed by Joe Bornhorst.
So, yep, the fly up and around is indeed the yellow numbers of David Ronafalk, who's taken the lead. Second place is an S-Works. It's looking like the yellow wheels S-Works, which means it is Joe Bornhorst. In third place, it's a 46. It's 1 and 3 for Mayako as Hampersburg goes past. And it's Vale, Tollard, Hecker, Evening, Watson, Rose, Steichleather, Donald Elliott and Aidan Horn. As they come round, up and over the short double, and they're going to fly past our static cam position. And there we are. They come round past our container. You can see it on the right-hand side. That's where we're based. And another lap completed for Ronafalk. Don't forget, this is to qualify them into the bracket racing. We'll explain that to you a bit later. But Ronafalk has streaked away, and it's about 1.3 seconds ahead of Bornhorst, who's happily in second. Let's drop back to the third, fourth, fifth and sixth battle, which is a bit more going on in these front two. Looking like in third, it's the 26th, it's Cole Tollard, definitely. Then from Evening, and then I think that might be Vale's. Even makes a mistake. So, not quite sure who the yellow-wheeled beach car is at the moment. I'll find out in a second. It is Vale, I was right. Tollard from Vale, from Evening, from Heckard. So that's Vale ahead of Evening in the green. Vale is in the white and the yellow wheels, and it all settles down. But Ronafalk 2 seconds ahead of Bornhorst, and the pair of them another 3 seconds ahead of Tollard in third.
Yeah, Ronafalk will be looking to make up for what he didn't do at the Worlds, and he's looking to get a victory here. And yeah, I think that him and Joe Bornhorst will give us a good race. But let's see if maybe Cole Tollard or Evan Vale or even Pecco can come up here and do something. It looks like this track's going to get a little rough. I've never been here when it's rough. So
it's going to get a lot quicker as well. And we are currently with Pecco Evening in the green car with the aerial tube, which is the giveaway. So even now in kind of a no man's land of 5th place. You actually want to be the top 3 because top 3 qualify straight into the A final effectively, where they're joined by the best of the B finalists, which currently it's Evelyn, Heckert and Rose. At the back, it's Berg's had a big mistake because Berg was running so well in the first half. He's done in 11th. Donald Elliott, on one of our new boys, is in 10th, and it's Jake Leather in 9th.
Yeah, and looks like Pecco made a mistake. It's going to allow for... It looks like Spencer Heckert got past him.
Yep.
He's looking to get up and...
And he's got Rose behind him, so it's a Heckert, Ivan and Rose triple there as they go to the hairpin at the end of the main straight, and they turn left by this kind of sharp double. They have this descending double where they the highest point is the first one. They plunge right down and sweep to the right-hand side over kind of a short tabletop jump, and a big show-off double before they come across a kind of a roller section and round back on that hairpin, and this is where they begin to put the power down. Just over this little hop, it's all full whack all the way down here. Oh, and that's a problem for Heckert. Heckert's gone over, so he's dropped down a couple of positions. So it's now, this is the closest battle on track, which is the... it was.
What a lucky roll for Peck.
So it's interesting. This is the first time we've seen him re-attack this track, and it's showing some of the issues that may be. Perhaps you just can't push too hard against it.
No, not right now. There's still a lot of grip left to come up. Tomorrow, as the sun bakes this track, the traction will come up. You'll see these grooves form in the track as well, like ruts, like motocross ruts. And it'll smooth itself out. I'm sure they'll do some work tonight.
Well, Ronnefeld's certainly laying down a marker. His fastest lap is a 25.8. The next fastest lap is a 25.5. So he's 7/10 faster than the entire field at the moment. So perhaps Ronnefeld's going to say, look, you know, I was second in the world, but I can absolutely dominate this. And he's starting the way he means to go on with a solid initial performance, but there's a long way to go yet in the rush. This is just getting him into the correct bracket. Ronnefeld, Bornhorst, Tollard, top bracket. Rose, Even and Heckert. So we're on Heckert at the moment, who's the red car with the white wheels. Got 47 seconds. Don't forget, there's also 2 laps once time. It's 5 minutes plus 2 laps. Can't really see anything particularly close. They've all, the front, first and second, are miles apart. There's probably a chance that Ronnefeld may lap someone. Tollard is...
That's actually Brendan Rose catching Tollard.
Yeah.
There's Tollard right there.
So Rose is getting a little bit closer to Tollard. You're right. It wasn't Heckert. It's too many red and white cars sometimes.
Yes.
Too many red, but it's the white wheels I was going with there, you see. So they're coming together. So Rose just coming back down towards our other camera position.
They'll get one more lap, so we should have a good last lapper. Oh, no, they get 2 more laps.
They get 2 more laps. So they go this one and 2 more. So Rose has got this in 2 laps to try and bump himself straight into the first division, the A bracket of the bracket racing. Not looking particularly like, unless Tollard makes a mistake. Tollard, of course, who was the revelation of the race in S&B a few months ago. Never really heard of him. Was a 1/10 guy. He was absolutely brilliant all 2 days. Was rubbish qualifier, great final driver. I think he got a second and a third, or maybe in the third and a second, one way around. Yeah. But with 2 laps to go, so on the penultimate lap now, just to remind you that Ronnefeld's 8 seconds ahead in 5 minutes. So he is looking rather good at the moment. And look at this. Rose has got him. Rose is through. Rose got him. Mistake by Tollard. Let's see that one again. So it's a simple... he twisted it in the air, and as he landed, he kind of got a flick back roll. Almost like a bounce grip roll more than anything else. So now Tollard has got this lap to try and make it in the first bracket. Just so you know, Bornhorst and Ronnefeld are so comfortably in there, it couldn't be any more comfortable if they were actually in an armchair, sitting down, being fed a biscuit and some coffee by their mums. That's how comfortably they're in the top bracket. But these two having a bit of battle. It does look very much like Brandon Rose is going to get over the line and make it. Brandon gets it. So Brandon is the third man. He is in the top bracket. You're going to have Tollard, Evening and Vale in the second bracket. Heckert, Berg and Watson in the third bracket. And Horn, Stykeleather and Elliott will be in the bottom bracket. But hang on a second. I keep talking about brackets. What am I talking about, Keenan? Do you know what? We need a video explainer so people know what's going on. So qualifying is over, and now we get down to the nitty-gritty of the RCGP rush. But who will get the all-important 3 World Series points for this, the inaugural rush? First of all, the 10th, the 11th and the 12th place qualifiers from the qualifying race race off over 3 laps, and one of them will bump up to the C final, where he'll be joined by the 7th, 8th and 9th qualifiers. They'll also run over 3 laps, and one of them will bump up to the B final with the 4th, 5th and 6th qualifiers. 3 more laps, and they then bump up to the overall A final, where they're joined by the 1st, second and third qualifiers from this qualifying race. And they ran over another tumultuous 3 laps. And the winner at the end of all this will receive 3 World Championship points, 2 for second, 1 for third, and of course all the plaudits to be the inaugural RCGP Rush champion! And we have a great offer from JQ. We're about to get away. Only 2 cars in this one, so someone's not taking part in this one. So I'll tell you more about the JQ offer. Oh no, the third car's turned up a bit late. Okay, so late to the ball is a third car, which was the 88 of Jake Steichleather. So it's the 98 of Aidan Horn, who must have had a terrible run because he's been quick earlier on. Elliott and Steichleather. So it's an Agama, a Beach, and an Associate. Don't forget, there's a big battle, of course, between Associate and S-Works for the overall championship, team championship.
Yes, there is.
Just 1 point between it. Oh, and... Oh, broken. So I think that's Horn has broken his car. Steichleather's not running. So this might be a chance for Donald Elliott to win by the virtue of being the only car actually going round. Now, this obviously is when head-to-heads kind of don't work quite so well when the other 2 heads fall off.
Well, don't get nervous, Dirty Don. Just keep it on all 4 wheels, and you win this, and you go to the next round.
Yes, this is what's called a gimme, isn't it, really?
Yeah. He was a little bit worried. He wanted to race RC2, but he got bumped up to RCGP. And we told him, you'll be all right. You're a veteran. You can do it.
Well, he's doing all right with his. But in fairness, that probably is the fastest I've ever seen the rest of the field disappear. Steichleather made the end of the straight. Aidan Horn made corner 3. So let's see. So we get to start. So you get 1 corner. 2. Yes, he broke down in between the first and second corners. So actually, that is, I think, the shortest ever competitive race in the history of 1/8 nitro bucket racing.
I'm pretty sure that Raging Aiden is raging right now, but
yes.
He'll be all right. This is Rush, and tomorrow is the 2 finals and whatnot. So
he won't get the 3 points, or the 2 points, or the 1 point for the championship, which can be very important when it comes to the teams championship. So one of the competitors, one of the associated cars, is out, and there we go. Well done, Don, because you basically, you can only beat who turns up.
Yeah.
And you beat everyone who turned up, even though they didn't restay for very long. So good one for Don. Whilst I say for the next one, just to explain again what is going to happen, JQ has got a fantastic prize if you sign up for the Invisible Speed course this weekend.
Oh, yes.
Honestly, normally, right, the prize is like, you can have a choice of a brand new Mayako built by...
David Ronnefeldt.
Or, sorry, I missed the Viking. Or a brand new Mugen built by...
Robert Battier.
Realistically, how could you choose?
Actually, I think it goes to the end of October.
Yes, it's this week and it's next 2 weeks. Basically, this is a special offer, and the winner will be drawn on some sort of podcast some bloke runs.
Yeah, I don't know. Some guy who talks too much.
From a guy who couldn't even think of a name for his podcast.
No, I don't know who that could be.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so the No Name podcast, No Name RC podcast, sorry, will have the official draw. But if you actually do sign up for Invisible Speed course over the next sort of 2.5 weeks, so really this weekend, then you can win a Mayako built by David Ronnefeldt or a Mugen built by Robert Battier. I don't know what I want more, I must admit. I have a job decided. Okay, we've got 4 cars now, of course, which is Donald Elliott, who bumped up, Cody Watson, Hampersburg, and Spencer Heckett. S-Works, Mayako, JM Infinite, JM Invisible Speed, and Donald is with Agama. We're off. We're not off. We are off. all 3 into 1 did go. That was a good start. I enjoyed that. So round the hairpin. Now this is as far as Aidan Horn got, so they're all doing better than him. And they fly up and over the descending double, up on that little short tabletop before they fly up over the showy double. I think it's a showing double at that point. We'll get some better names during the course of the weekend. We've only been here a little while. You can see obviously the sawdust on the inside of the track. The drying this track has been a major well, incredible hard work by everyone involved. So well done them we go to your cars running at all, because they've had a huge amount of rain on Wednesday, and then annoyingly some more on Thursday, and annoying a lot more overnight, which they weren't expecting. Here we go. So leading at the moment is Cody Watson, hot sauce himself. He's got Berg behind him, so it's Mayako from Mayako. They've little bit dropped Hecker, it seems like. Hecker's not been very comfortable. He's had a couple of technical issues and breakdowns. They start the last lap, and it is a Mayako v Mayako battle. Will it be Cody Watson in the green, or will it be Hampus Berg in the white? And Berg flying high. Oh, is that a little nudge along there from Hampus. And the gaps come out quite well there, because Cody made a little mistake. Hampus kind of landed slightly sidely on him, and then he actually pushed him along. But they're right together. Bergley for the outside line. They've got one corner to go. It's all full flat from now. Can he get past him? Pure acceleration. Cody going to get through, and Cody gets it. Great. Watson bumps. So Watson has bumped. Berg second. Great race. 2.235 of a second. Elliott third. And Spencer Hecker in fourth position. So unfortunately, Spencer has not had a good day. Okay, so this one is Cole Tollard. The second associated driver, Pekko Ivonen, obviously with the aerial. Evan Vale and Cody Watson, both the JQSM cars are in this one. If you see the aerial, it's Pekko Ivonen. You can't see the aerial, it's Cody Watson. And there's two blue and white cars. The blue wheels belong to Cole Tollard, and the yellow wheels belong to Evan Vale.
And there's Mr. Stockman.
Was that the other way around, actually?
That's Mr. Stockman pitting for
Yellow
Tollard.
Wheels and white wheels. Yellow wheels for Tollard.
NASCAR crew chief for Kyle Busch from Motorsports.
Really?
Yep.
Blimey.
Big fan of RCGP.
And there he goes. Ooh, bit of a
good start.
slide across
Pekko
there by Watson, but Pekko gets from Watson. They're having a bit of a kind of a kerfuffle between them, and Watson gets just ahead, and there's Pekko just ahead. So they've changed position 4 times already. Following them very, very tightly behind, it's Tollard. Those yellow end plates enough help, to be honest, because they're both yellow wheels, both him and Vale. But the yellow end plates on the wing will tell you that is Tollard from Associated Scampi Rosso, but he's behind both the scrapping JQ cars. Aerial, because they both got white wheels. Aerial means Pekko Ivonen. No aerial. Non-aerial is Cody Watson. And so there's 3 cars very, very closely involved. Oh, bit of a mistake there by Cody, and Pekko gets a bit of a lead. And we've seen really from whenever Pekko's turned up to any event, you don't want to give him an inch.
No, Pekko is a very good driver. Drives many different classes. Didn't have the best worlds, but he's looking to make up for that this weekend. And we'll see. Maybe if when the traction comes up and if it smooths out, I think it will favor Pekko a lot. But he's very...
Well, he's hit the ground running here because he's now slowly pulling away from Tollard. Tollard's got past... Actually, Watson's dropped to the back. So Tollard got past both Watson. Vale got past Watson. But the fact is that the leader, which is Ivonen, he's got a lap and a corner to go. And a beautiful bit of drifting there. Some superb stuff. The track's already getting a little bit rutted, actually, which is interesting. And they go across and... that's it. I missed a lap there, so I'm another lap to go.
I don't think Pekko's mom's watching this because it's kind of late.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she'll be tuned in tomorrow.
They're 2 hours ahead of us, so they're 7 hours ahead. So it's 13:35. So it's nearly 2 o'clock. You're right. You're very good one. Because you're very good in terms of time zones. Right. So Ivonen wins that one. Tollard second. Vale third. Cody Watson fourth. Pekko Ivonen will bump up. Where if you're doing the calculations, we'll join. Ronafelt, Bornhorst, and Brandon Rose. So this is a good chance for S-Works. S-Works have got a chance of picking some points up, whereas Associated do not have any chance of picking points up.
And we got Scandinavia versus America.
Yes, we do. We have Sweden and Finland versus the good old US of A times 2. And away they go, and Ronafelt makes a great start, and that could be bad news for everyone else. He looked really quick. Ooh. Oh, good low line there from...
Pekko.
Well, it looked like it was a good low line from Bornhorst, and Bornhorst has been bounced out. So it's now Pekko, who's the man in pursuit of Ronafelt, and the one man who doesn't actually care about Ronafelt's reputation, or the fact he's been blisteringly quick so far. So Ronafelt leads, even second in the green. Third place, actually, is going to be Rose, because Bornhorst is having a bit of a nightmare. So it's not gone well for Joe so far in comparison to SMB those few months ago, where everything went right for him. As we're watching the car of Brandon Rose looking to get even, but 1 second in the lead already was Ronafelt. This is an absolute masterclass today. He's loving his Friday.
Oh, I think so. Now it looks like Bornhorst was on the outside line on the gate and got in some of the fluff, and that caused him to lose a little bit of control and allow Ronafelt to take a demanding...
Yeah, we need to move forward to the top 2, please. Let's move forward 1 at least. Move forward. That's it. There is Ronafalk. It's the last lap. So pick up Ronafalk. Let's have our leader on the last lap of the rush. As he comes around. It's so quick, this thing. It's over before it started on the hole. And as Ronafalk will be turning round. And he's going to go over one more bump. And he's going to get the flag waved. And he's won the rush, which was really a rush. It's this very short lap time, incredibly quick, from Evening and Rose.
Well done to the Viking. Pecco coming in second. We saw this at RCGP UK with Pecco and Ronafalk having a battle out. And we're waiting for Nick to get out there and have some interviews with the guys. That was actually the fastest rush we've ever done. Like we said, and Ronafalk hit a 24.6. I expect it to go down more and more as the traction comes up and the track gets different. So we're going to go over to Nick. He has some interviews with the winners. Let's take it over to Nicholas.
Brennan, that was a pretty good performance, really. You got the you got the whole shot in the 5-minute run. You did really well, moved way through. How do you feel it's gone so far?
Yeah, the 5-minute run had a horrible start. Was in last and got all the way back up to third, so can't complain about that. That gate start, I was like in second down the straightaway. I screwed everything up. I blew super wide in the first corner, and I got third. So I feel like we had more in it. I think we could have battled for the win with Pecco and Ronafalk, but just made a mistake. So
not long on this track. What are you making of it?
It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's changing every run, which makes it challenging. You would think it would gain more grip, but it's losing grip as we go. So, yeah, but it's fun.
Great stuff. Thank you, Brandon. Next up, it's Pecco. Pecco again. Yes, it's quite gooey. Pecco again. So you've turned up and you picked up some points straight away.
Yeah, I did. The car was now much better with a different tire, and Joseph did some little changes after the quali, so the car was much better.
So you got Joseph's magic to thank, have you?
Yeah, I had. Much better.
First time in America, I understand.
Yeah, it is for me. First time.
But too young to drink.
Yeah.
Officially.
Yeah, that's bad.
Thanks, Pecco. Well, I'm seeing you the rest of the weekend. And finally, sporting the finest Mayako wellies. Look at this. Look at the footwear. Look at this. This is a world champion, current vice world champion footwear speciality. David, I don't know what you've had in your breakfast this morning, but you were so quick. You were so much faster than everyone else. Why?
Yeah, I mean, first practice was good. Then second practice, the track changed quite a bit. Like, there started to be a groove out there. And I actually texted Cole because he knows the red dirt pretty good. And he told me that clay tire was the way to go. So I put them on for, this rush run. And, obviously in the 5-minute there, I had a perfectly clean run. My car felt really balanced, and I had a good grip, good steering, which I was missing before. So it was obvious that I was on the wrong compound. But yeah, it was good in that rush race, and was able to get a good start in the 3-lap dash, and pretty much controlled it from there.
It's 2 gate starts, 2 great starts. Can't continue, can it?
We'll see. Usually it's not my best friend, let's say. So we'll see tomorrow. Now you can see on the gate start there's also some ruts developing. So like the car is almost like going a bit sideways if you caught them ruts with the tire. So it will be interesting tomorrow for sure. But at least like now you have like a nice rundown. There is a hairpin, but I think that the start of the lap is a little bit safer, easier than the other rounds. So I think the gate start will be a little bit better here.
Great stuff. Thank you, David. You've got the presentation in a second. So we are going to hand you back to young Lefty the Great whilst we set up to give these people a trophy and possibly some sort of fizzy drink.
Alrighty, so we're waiting for guys to get ready. We see Nick is almost ready over there. We're going to hand it over to Nick. I believe he's listening to me. He says thumbs up. Let's get over to Nicholas.
And indeed, it's time for the presentation for the rush. It happened only a few seconds ago and was a rush. It's at Short Circuit. In third place for the Gama, it is young Brandon Rose. Who's forgotten his car? Yes, having the quality champagne explained to him, the screw-top champagne. In second place, all the way from Finland, Pekka Uivinen. And Pekka, remember, you aren't allowed to drink it in this country at all. You can look at it, lust after it, but not drink it. And the winner of the final rush of the Season 2 of RCGP, it's David Ronafalk. to those top wellies. Thank you very much. Thank you. You may now unscrew the fizzy drink. It's got a back blast. Oh dear. Well, hopefully you saw that. But as you start to unscrew to unscrew the champagne, it starts to reverse come out. So it actually sprays you initially. Anyway, that is RCGP Rush for the season 2 of RCGP. Join us next year for even more innovative ideas and new race formats. But more importantly, join us tomorrow for round 7 and Sunday for round 8 here in sunny Myrtle Beach. Goodbye till tomorrow.